Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Gripper back here with another video for you guys today. In this video, I'm going to be explaining why I think, in my personal opinion, sports card collecting really isn't that fun no more. So, before we get into that, let's plug the giveaway. As usual, you guys know the drill. We're giving this box away of 2022 Bowman. All you guys have to do to win this box is be publicly subscribed, like this video, turn on post notifications for all the content here on the channel, and comment who you think is going to be your representative for the All-Star game on your favorite team. I'll pick the winner once I hit 3,000 subs, which is about 250 from now. So we're pretty much almost there, guys. So keep it up. So this video, I really didn't want to make this video. A lot of you guys say, oh, I'm too negative, this, that, and the third. And I understand, but this video is just my personal beliefs and what I think of the hobby as a whole today and why I think it's as bad of a shape as it's in. And a lot of you guys will probably agree with me here. So, I just don't think sports card collecting is fun no more, right? Like, for one, the number one kicker for me to the reason why sports card collecting isn't fun no more is the prices, okay? Now, of course, you could say inflation, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. Okay, fine, whatever. But here's the thing, right? They said cards were going to be increased 25%. Only 25%. But that turned out to be a lie, right? Sports cards, at least in Topps anyways, have gone up 50% in the last 2 months. That right there limits how much you're spending. Like, let's say if you're on a budget, you don't want to, break the bank on some retail or whatever, or buy a hobby box or whatever. Instead of buying $100 worth of blasters, right? So that would be 5 blasters back in the day. Now you're only getting 3, right? And for me as a collector, and a lot of you guys could probably agree with me of this as well, is it's just frustrating knowing what you could be buying versus what you're actually getting. And it's in the bad part about it is this all happened so quick. Like, I could see if this maybe took place over the course of like maybe a year's time where it increased 50%, but it went from $20 to $30 so quickly. I'm talking maybe even a month and a half. It all started with Heritage. It went from 20 to 25, and then went from Bowman from 20 to 20 or 25 to 27. And, now with tax and all that, you're looking at $30 a blaster in some cases, which, it's really frustrating because I always bring up this argument, right? Would you rather buy a hobby box with 2 autographs for $130 or buy $130 worth of retail, which is what, 5 blaster boxes now? It's just really frustrating, right? And a lot of people tell me you should probably leave the hobby. I'm not going to leave the hobby because I'm here because I enjoy what I do. I want to see a better tomorrow for this hobby. Right now, the way this hobby is, and a lot of you guys can probably agree with me on this, we are going down a dark, 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 dark path with the hobby. Every sport. I'm not talking just Topps. I'm talking Panini. Panini, as much as I rag on Topps, Panini is probably 10 times worse than Topps. I don't even get into what they do, but they're the ones who pretty much started this whole thing. Like the sports card increases. I'm sure scalpers started, really, but if you want to talk retail sports card and price increases, Panini was the company to raise their product 50%, and then they saw Topps said to themselves, why aren't we making this money? And then they did it. But of course, Panini has had this price now, I think, for almost a year now. But Topps, like I said, just started doing this about 2 months ago now at this point. A lot of you guys say, why don't you leave the hobby? I'm not going to leave the hobby because I love baseball cards, right? I made this channel, dedicated to baseball cards for a reason. I'm not going to leave it. And if I'm not making this video, this is a constructive criticism of the hobby. I'm not here saying F this, F that, whatever. I'm giving my constructive criticism on what we can do to make this hobby better for tomorrow, right? Because right now, let's just look at the hobby. even with these new Walmart vendors, there's like half the stock that's there now. Like, we're now limiting baseball cards at Walmart now, which is, I just don't know what to think, guys. We are going down a very bad path again. I don't know what you guys are seeing at your local Walmarts, but my local Walmarts and a couple others I've seen in the area, I've talked to a couple friends, it's like almost like 1/3 of the stock that we would get with the old vendor. And if that's going to be the case, like I said in a couple videos ago, you could go any day of the week in these smaller areas and find baseball cards. Now, I went pretty much every day this week after the restock was over just to check it out. There's nothing on the shelf after the first day. It's all gone. Like, what is going on? I don't get it. Now, Target, luckily, is good with this. Target, you could go, at least at my Targets anyways, except for the one that stopped selling sports cards for some stupid reason, but you can go to mostly all the Targets and find fat packs of like Series 2 now, hanger boxes, little packs of miscellaneous other products and things like that. But, it's just not fun collecting baseball cards anymore. It's really becoming, well, for me, it's a job now because I make YouTube videos and I make money making videos. So really, it's a job for me now. Once it was a hobby. It still is kind of a hobby for me because I like opening packs. I like buying singles like these Oneil Cruz cards you see here. Most of these Oneil Cruz cards, aside from this one right here, were all bought off of eBay, It's just really frustrating because I've been collecting now since at least, I think my first top set was 2007 Series 2, I believe. I think I have a binder somewhere stashed of 2007 Series 2. From a collector's standpoint, it's just really frustrating. A lot of you guys bash me for being too negative, but I'm being negative for a reason. I want to see this hobby succeed. I want to see it thrive. But when you have things going on out there that are ruining this hobby day after day after day, someone has to speak up on it, because guess what? If no one speaks up on it, it's going to continue to happen, and then we're going to be even worse than we are right now. I understand you guys say I'm too negative, but honestly, you have to open your eyes and see what's really going on and ask yourself, is this going down the right path? And the answer to that is no. We're just not. Now, sure, it's easier to find cards, and I commend that, because back a year ago, it was impossible. But right now, with increased price, and just everything going around with like even gas prices even factoring into it, it's just not fun no more, really. So let me know if I'm being too critical. Let me know what you think about this topic. Do you think collecting cards isn't fun no more? I'd love to hear what you guys have to think about this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.